Heyo, Farmer Dre back at it. Today I'm on the farm store here, and I'm going to talk to you guys about future plans for our new farm store. As you guys know, we are a pretty diverse fruit farm here in Southwest Missouri, and the way we market our fruit mainly is through U-Pick and Farmers Market. So with the U-Pick, we actually have a farm store here on the farm for the ones that didn't know. And the store here and the buildings are here from the previous owner, and then when we bought it out in 2013, everything was still here. So we made the store a little smaller because we added our bakery, and that's been a big part of why we're moving this whole project and just building up on our new farm store. And I'll get to talking about that later on in this video. But our farm store right now, it's right behind me here. It's I believe it's anywhere, I haven't measured it, I think it's like a 30 by 30 or 20 by 30. So it's a pretty small store. And we've been running this since 2016, since we built the bakery. And you know, it's been working. It's been, you know, the customers have been happy. We've been providing the customers a good product. But the thing is, we've come to a point with our business and with the farm that this store is too small, gets too crammed. And especially when we have the big crowds from the U-Pick, you know, the families actually come out to the farm, head out in the orchard, pick their fruits, and then when they come back, they want to check out the farm store. But if there's already 30 people in here, you know, it's like it's already too crammed, and you got a bunch of little kids running around. So, you know, this past season, we were like, you know what, this is getting too much. So we have to think about what are we doing in the future, because as the years goes on, the business is going to keep on expanding, and it's just going to keep on progressing, keep getting bigger and bigger. So I was like, you know what, we got to sit down with the family and think about, hey, what are we going to do with the farm store, because we want this to be the center of the farm, the main attraction for the farm. So I'm going to show you guys around in the farm store, and then what we have in plan for the future and what we're doing. And all this that I'm going to talk about hopefully will be done, or our new farm store we should be able to move in by strawberry season. So by the first week of May, we're hoping, if everything works out pretty good. We got a budget, you know, a budget that we got to follow. So yeah, of course, you know, everything comes in plan. Like I told my dad, you gotta, you know, make a plan 3 times or measure 3 times, and then you do the final project once. You don't want to, you know, miscalculate something and then it's gonna bite you in the butt later. So we really have to concentrate and think about it, and then of course we're gonna go ahead and put it in action. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys our farm store, and then the plan and the idea for our new farm store. So besides our bakery here on the farm, we actually have our own roast of espresso coffee. So we drink quite a bit of coffee, and right along the side of the bakery here, we do make our own roasted coffee. So every morning we come out here and drink a nice, depends what we're in the mood for, latte or a mocha or something, or just a Americano or just whatever, you know, because we originate from Europe. So, you know, the espressos are pretty popular out there. So this is the main entrance here. And then, of course, we have all our jams and jellies. And I believe I made a farm store tour a while back. I think it was last year. And I mean, it hasn't changed since. So we got, you know, all the dry goods on this side. And then during the summer months, we have tables set with produce and fruit on here. But now we just put our dining room tables because we have a pretty big family. So whenever, you know, we get to eating lunch, now that we don't have too much fruit on the farm, we just kind of do that. So that was one of the main reasons, is like, you know, the bakery has grown so much, and I'll show you guys our dry storage room and dry storage area. And all this right here will be part of the bakery and part of the, you know, place to relax whenever you're not working out, you know, because we don't have a place yet for all the employees to come to chill. I mean, we have a front porch there, but it's, you know, during the winter months it's kind of cold. But anyways, this is the farm store now, so it's not too bad. All kinds of jams, jellies, dry goods, and whatnot. But like I said, you know, the bakery, this is a big part of what's going to be in the future of the bakery here. And so all this will be full of shelves and all the flour and stuff for the bakery. So I don't think I've showed you guys this portion of the store here, but this is our dry storage area, and the storage just right there. So part of our office area, I'm not going to show you guys the desks here because it's a pretty big mess. But anyways, the plan in here is once we get the new store built, this is going to become strictly an office space. So I'm going to have my own desk, because everything right now, all the finances and everything is just, it's a big mess all together. So I'm going to have my own office, my own desk with, of course, my, you know, because I do all the spraying and stuff on the farm. I got to keep track of that and record of that stuff. and the seeds and whatnot, just a good calendar base. And then my sister Anna, she's the accountant, so of that. And then my dad's gonna have, of course, have his own desk, so that's gonna be in here. And then all this shelving and stuff is gonna be in our current store, and then of course the bakery's gonna expand a little this way. So that's the plan and the idea. But now I believe I gotta find it first. Drew out the idea and the plan for a new farm store, and these are just rough draft ideas. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys that, and then step outside and show you guys our place where we're gonna build. Alrighty, so before I get to talking about the actual plan, I want to go ahead and show you guys. So this is the farm store and entrance, and then last fall we built that pavilion. It's a 105 by 50 pavilion, or we just call it a pavilion, but we built it with the intent to have, we're building in the future, we're gonna have an event center. And you know, get into thinking, you know, we kind of built it a little too big. So in there, half of that's gonna be our new farm store, and half of it's gonna be the pavilion or the event center. And the idea behind the whole event center and the pavilion is whenever people come out to the farm to pick, we're gonna have a bunch of picnic tables, and you know, they're gonna sit out there with their families, probably put a big old projector with some videos playing of the farm, and just kind of, you know, doing that thing and trying to educate, more education again. So this is where everything's gonna go ahead and start being in here. So like I said, this is a 100 by 50 pavilion, or we call it the pavilion, but it's just a cover. So we built it last fall. We just been keeping storage and whatnot in it, because I mean, as you guys know, you know, if you have some extra amount of money at the end of the year, you go ahead and do a project, and it's all in steps. So this has kind of been in the works for a couple of years now. So you know, it's just all made out of wood here, real nice, real beautiful. So it's gonna be real handy here. And the sides are 10 foot high. So I mean, the first 50 foot here is gonna be the farm store on this side, and then the last portion of it's we're gonna go ahead and finish it off and do the whole pavilion thing, or slash event center, or whatever you want to call it. I mean, our idea is just to have, like, you know, people want to rent it out for birthday parties, for weddings, for, you know, educational classes or courses, just anything in that run. So anyways, this is where we're gonna go ahead and start building, and let's go ahead and get back into the farm store, because it's a whopping 22 degrees outside. So we kind of came together, the whole family, and decided that, you know what, we you know, this is kind of what we're planning and having planned. Like I said, it's 100 foot long by 50 foot wide. So the first 40 feet is going to be the actual store, and then a 10 foot section we're going to have the restrooms, and then the utility closet, and then of course a storage place for the pavilion. So whenever you have events and stuff, and then of course if we have weddings and whatnot, we're going to need tables and all kinds of stuff. So that's going to be our storage room. And then right here, this was kind of my idea, because whenever, you know, we get customers to the store, you want to have restrooms, and we didn't want to build two sets of restrooms, so we just built an alleyway here. So men's restroom on this side, women's restroom on that side, and then the rest of it's going to be pavilion. But on the farm store, we're going to have a big old garage door, 10 foot garage door on this side, then a small man door on this side. So whenever the customers, if it's a beautiful day outside, beautiful spring day or whatever, we're going to open that big garage door so customers can walk in. But if it's a really cold day like this time of year, we're going to go ahead and just use a small man door. On this side right here, we're going to have our coffee bar and pastries, and of course the slushies and whatnot on this side, the first 15-20 foot right there in that corner. So whenever customers come to the farm, you know, of course, to grab their fresh stuff. And we're going to have our apple cider donuts and all kinds of different donuts and pastries and sweets are going to be on this side. And this entire wall here is going to be the freezers and cooler section, and we're going to start carrying our own meat and different produce like that in the coolers and the refrigerators. All this area right here is going to be all dry goods. So of course, jams, jellies, all kinds of dry goods. On this whole wall here, from the restroom down, is going to be the baked goods section. So all kinds of baked goods. And over here, we're going to have different pallets and different tables and stuff with the produce and fruit. And then of course our registers on this side. So this is just a rough idea of how the farm store is going to be, the new farm store. And then of course we're gonna have big old windows on this side looking into the orchard, and of course the high densities on this side. So, you know, beautiful spring day when everything is in bloom, it's gonna look real nice. Wondering why we put the utilities on this side. This was just, you know, us thinking. So our main power line's coming from the street this way. So we're just gonna pull the power and the water and everything from there, then disperse it that way. And of course everything in the store is gonna be insulated and heated. And yeah, so this is the idea, or whatever, what do you want to call it, for the new farm store. Like I said, everything's gonna have to be done in steps. So our first goal is to finish off the store part of it. First of all, get the restrooms and the utilities and everything in there first, and that's going to be happening here in a couple months. I mean, our goal by strawberry season is to have just the store finished. And you know, we got a quote for some concrete, and you know, to concrete the entire thing, they want like $25,000. So we're not sure if we're going to concrete the entire thing yet. We might just do the store section and then the restrooms, and then finish off the pavilion later on during the summer as the, you know, more income's coming in. So it's going to be, you know, from now to finished product, it's going to be a couple years until everything's completely finished. But like I said, you know, this farm store is starting to get a little smaller, and of course the bakery's been expanding. So we're just at that time where we gotta do something to keep on growing. And we thought about just building a building out here, but then of course we need that for parking. So it's all in the works, all plans now. But you know, like I said, you gotta plan it out 3 to 4 times, and then just do it once, so you save on materials, save on cost. I mean, because everything costs money nowadays. I mean, it's expensive stuff, so you gotta plan it out and think about it, and then it's gonna come in action. So yep, so hopefully in a couple months here, we're gonna start doing something, fixing it up, and then having it ready to go for the spring. So anyway, so this is pretty much it for today. Just a quick little idea plan update for you guys, so I'm gonna keep you guys tuned for that. So if you guys haven't already, go and hit that subscribe button, go in and smash that like button if you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget, I'm coming to you guys every single day until I hit 10K. I want to thank everybody for stopping by, watching up to this video. You guys have a good day, and we'll see you in the next one.